Let's go ahead and call the meeting to order at 6:01. Can we get a roll call, please?
Sim Katra,
Here.
David Markovitz,
Here?
Peter Brown.
Here.
All right. We need to do an oath of office. Have you swear in?
Come on up, Peter.
David will take care of that for us.
All right, so, let's go this way, all right? So I'm just gonna get a little bit of time. You just repeat after me. So you raise your right hand. Say, I, Peter Brown.
I, Peter Brown,
Do hereby swear.
do hereby swear.
Why am I holding my hand?
I don't know.
That I will
Empathy.
support and defend
That I will support and
the
defend
Constitution and
the
laws
Constitution
of
of
the
laws
United States of
of
America.
the United States of America,
The Constitution and laws
the constitutional laws
of the state of Ohio.
of the state of Ohio,
The charter, ordinances, and resolutions
the charter, ordinances, and resolutions
of the city of Twinsburg, Ohio.
of the city of Twinsburg, Ohio,
And will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
and will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
as a member of the Architectural Review Board
as a member of the Architectural Review Board
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
as I shall answer to God.
as I shall answer to God. Yes!
Congratulations.
Thank you, David.
All right,
Right around.
congratulations.
Good guy. Real good guy. Congratulations.
First person I've ever seen.
All right, so here, I'll give this to you.
Oh, yeah, you gotta sign it.
You can go ahead and sign it with Dave, and I'll sign it, and then I will give you a copy.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And welcome to the group.
Appreciate it.
I guess I can go ahead while he's signing that. The next section is public participation. If we have anybody here at the meeting tonight that wants to talk to the board about whatever they feel like talking about that's not related to a case tonight, it's your time to speak. Okay, it looks like we don't have anybody for that. So let's wait till he can get settled down and we can get this going. Okay, so we'll get going with case number one, which is 24-08-40. It's at 10683 Ravenna Road, Unit 4, and it's for MV Games signage. So if you could come up, state your name, and then tell us what you're doing.
Sure. Well, hello. Thanks for having me. My name is Kevin Holliday with the sign above, and I am in search of a permit for a PVC vinyl laid letter sign for MV Games on the side of the building. I brought a rendering. I'm not sure if you already have a rendering.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So sign will go in place of where the just-in-time staffing sign was. Sign is not illuminated. Letters are 10 inches tall, approximately, I think about 7.5 feet wide in total, and will be stud mounted to the building.
Okay.
There's a temporary sign up now. I saw it.
Yes, there's a banner.
Banner.
Yeah, so it'll go where the banner is currently. The banner is 2 foot by 6 foot.
And I'm guessing that the sign's going on straight, because in the rendering we have, it looks like it's angled on the, it's not
Yes,
level.
I think my
just wanna make sure.
picture was a little bit crooked. Yes, the sign will be straight.
Okay.
That was just my cell phone picture was a little off-centered.
Yeah.
The
That
sign,
happens.
the sign that was removed is there electrical to that building facade? Was that sign lit?
That I actually don't know. When I met with the customer for MV Games, the just-in-time staffing was already down.
Okay.
Now, on the same building is, I want to say, a nail and spa
Correct.
place in a Mexican restaurant, and they have illuminated letter signs. When I discussed this with my customer, he told me he did not have the budget for an illuminated letter sign, and like price point wise, I quoted this out at $750. And if I would have done an illuminated letter sign, I'd be approximately 3-4 times that. And he said he didn't have the funds for that.
Yeah, because you had mentioned that the height of the letters was 10 inches,
10 feet. Oh, I'm sorry.
10
yeah,
inches.
10 inches
Less than a
tall,
foot.
Well,
roughly 70-something inches long. The rendering that we have shows 12.5 inches by 8 feet. So
Shows
is it-
12
is
and a
it-
half?
Yeah, the rendering.
12 and a half, yeah.
It's,
Okay, that's a mistake on my end.
Okay.
The
Just wanted to
letters,
make- That's fine. I just wanted to make sure that we were reviewing what was submitted, so,
2 inches.
okay,
okay.
then that's a mistake on the rendering. They should be 10 inches tall,
They should be 10 inches tall.
not 12 and a half.
Okay.
And then,
Okay, well, it looks like the main part of the text is one height, then there's extensions that come down. That's what I'm wondering, if it's 10 inches, but those extensions make it 12 and a half. I don't know.
yes, same
Is
thing
it-
with the 96 inches. It looks like it's going from edge to edge.
Yeah.
So the way that we calculate the height on a sign like this is we just take the height of the first letter, which this case is M, and 10 and a half. So the other letters are, give or take half an inch. So,
Okay.
you can see that the A in games is shorter than or is longer than the G.
Right. Yeah, the M, the A, and the M are longer. So that's what I was wondering.
Inches or the G, 10 inches?
The M in MV games is 10 and a half, or is 10 inches.
Okay, so the others are
That's
closer
10.
to 8.
Okay. So this 12 and a half needs to go to 10. So the largest letter will be 10 inches, and the other letters will be a half inch to an inch smaller or whatever.
Yeah, slightly smaller than 10.
Okay. All right.
Does that mean that the 96 needs to go to 90?
Yeah, it would be approximately 90, maybe a little bit smaller. Again, this is my fault on the rendering, having it say 12 and a half by 96. Trying to do the math in my head. I think that would come out to about 82, 84, something like that.
Okay. So we'll change
So
the
a foot-
96
A foot
to
less
82.
A foot less in width.
width, yeah, from
Yeah.
8 feet to 7 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have one question. This is Unit 4. Are all of the other signs on the building lit? And this will be the only one that's not lit. I didn't know if it needs to be consistent, because
Believe that is true, that this is the only one non-illuminated.
I just
And
don't
that's
know.
specifically a cost matter.
right, it might be a cost factor, but
Yeah.
it's going to stand out compared to all the others. But that's for you guys
That's
to
true.
decide. but
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know if
Not
there's
gonna
a
stand.
sign program for
There
this? center?
there is a sign program for this plaza, and Mr. Post is correct. The sign plaza states that they're supposed to have channel backlit letters,
Oh, okay.
and every other sign on that building is lit.
Does that, as a new person, does that include the adjacent plaza diagonally across where they have the Paul Mitchell and the Power Appliance? Because not all those signs are backlit.
No, so the way,
No, you can go.
The geography
So-
of the real estate is
Yeah, so-
proximity is
so-
close.
currently, we have sign programs that are written per plaza.
Okay.
So that plaza would have a different sign program. It's the general design guidelines for the signage for that building
Specific plaza.
only. Again, it's up to the architectural review board to see if it's aesthetically pleasing, if it's okay based on, we just kind of make you aware of what's existing and what the sign program says.
Gotcha.
And then you guys rule as a board based on what you think. I will note for the record that there is currently a window sign that was put up that has a black background.
That was removed.
It was removed, okay. 'Cause
Yes.
it exceeded the 30%.
Yes. the customer asked us to put on there basically the exact same sign, just without the black background, just the white text.
Okay, and for the members and our new member, there, in our code, there are what we refer to as signs not requiring a permit. So a window front, if you put up a non-illuminated sign, you could consume 30% of the window area. They put up a sign that had a solid background, so it was more than 30%. So the building department notified him of that, he took it down. So they can put up something in that window as long as it doesn't exceed 30% of the surface area without getting like a permit. And then obviously you guys would vote on the permitted sign that he's requesting.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Can I ask another
Okay.
question? Is there an amount of time that a temporary sign is allowed up in case he needs more funds to get an illuminated sign? Is he allowed to have a temporary sign, for example, let's say, again, they vote not me, but if they vote no because it's not illuminated, can he keep a temporary sign up there for a certain amount of time?
Yeah, there is.
I just want to know what that time is, just for, right?
Yeah, temporary signage under 1173, I don't exactly, but it does have a time limit, and then there's like special events.
Isn't there something in there too that they could reapply for temporary signage to continue after, it's been there, and then I guess y'all would approve it or not at that time? To allow, if they don't have a sign, that works yet.
Yeah, so the temporary signs requiring a permit, like a banner sign, says it shall be displayed for no more than 180 days.
That's
So
a long time.
Yeah,
That's a
that'd be
pretty,
plenty of time.
that's a pretty gracious time period.
Yeah.
He could start his business,
Okay.
make a little money maybe, and then come
Yeah,
back for a
right.
illuminated sign.
So it says 180 days.
Yeah, I believe the banner was installed 2 weeks ago.
I have nothing further.
Okay. I don't know, I just want to, I won't say this strictly, but just keep in mind if the sign program states illuminated signs, that's really what we should be sticking to, I would believe, so.
For that plaza.
So, and so you don't get confused on this, I'll make the motion to approve, because we have to do it that way, approve the sign as noted, with the notes being that it's the maximum height of the proposed letters will be 10 inches, and the length of the sign will be somewhere between 82 to 84 approximately. Okay, and then need a second from somebody. Oh, you got,
No, go ahead.
I second that.
okay.
Mr. Markovitz?
No?
Mr. Katra?
Nope.
Mr. Brown?
No.
Okay, and that's typically what we do, motion to approve, but,
Okay,
So-
so
Okay,
the board made a decision to deny it based on the sign program that's recorded for the plaza. You'll have to go back to the applicant and discuss that with them.
Okay.
If he needs an additional time outside the 180 days for his current temporary sign, you can have him call the building department.
Okay, so just to be clear, if these letters were illuminated, they would be approved?
I can't speak for the board, but they would meet the sign program as it's written.
yeah, if they match what else, I'm not sure what else is in the sign program. It may say it has to be certain color trim, certain color frame, certain size. As long as you're within that, yeah, it would be approved, but you
Okay.
still have to come back to us for that approval,
Okay, I just want to know what message to tell my customer. That's all.
okay?
So I'll let them know. I know the nail salon next door to MV Games is white letters with a black border on the
Correct.
letters.
Correct.
So it would match that.
Correct.
Yeah,
So, all right, I will let him know and then probably reapply with illuminated letters at another day.
okay, all right.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so now we'll move on to our next case, which is case 24-08-41. It's at 10735 Ravenna Road, Unit 206, and it's for the Thrive Holistic Counseling and Therapy Center signage. So whoever's with that, come up, state your name, and let us know what you're doing.
Sorry. Michelle Blanc with Fast Signs. We're proposing illuminated channel letters for Thrive Holistic Counseling and Therapy Center. They would be a day-night film, which is black during the day, white at night. And then the bottom capsule just has black lettering and a small green leaf logo on one end.
Okay. And does this, speaking of the signage programs, have you talked to the landlord? Do they?
I
you
believe the
written off
customer
on
has
this and
landlord
it knows that
approval.
It matches?
Yeah, this sign has been reviewed. It does meet the sign program for the plaza, and it does have
Okay.
the landowner approval.
Okay. Any-
This is the plaza that I was just speaking about, that's adjacent to the one I
Right.
just,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
got it. This
Okay.
unit is inside, or is it, has external,
No, this is on the outside.
okay. I know
Area.
some of that plaza has internal.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, this one's exterior.
Gotcha.
Okay. Any other questions, comments?
good.
Okay. Anybody want to move?
I move to motion.
To approve?
Yep, to
Okay.
approve.
Yeah, a second.
Okay.
Mr. Contra?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
So,
You're good to go.
the
Somebody.
zoning department will update
Okay.
the MyGov permit portal. You'll get
Something weird, but
an email that it was updated and issue the invoice and everything like that. We do need to get your contractor's registration for the year.
Okay, I'll let them know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
okay. 4-3. Yep. Sorry for the delay, but I need a couple of minutes to review a few things with this next case coming up.
Okay.
So I kind of have at least a little handle on what's going on with it.
While you're reviewing the next case, I will let you know that case 240844 has withdrew for this evening. Their customer's making changes, and they'll come back to the board
Okay.
when those
Okay.
changes are made.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll go ahead and proceed now with case 3, case 24-08-43. It's on Dutton Road. We don't have a street address for that. I don't know if we can get one if possible. And it's Let's Get Storage New Buildings. So if you can give us your name and walk us through the project.
My name is Bruce Baum. I'm a PE, and I am the project manager for the project on Dutton Road in the I-2 district.
Okay. Can you start, just kind of tell us about the storage building?
Yeah, did you know anything about the project? I wasn't sure if you guys knew anything about it. I can-
Yeah, we've got,
I can give you a brief description of what we're doing.
we've got this full set of plans that we have to kind of come through.
I've read through it meticulously, so feel free to dive in where you want to.
Okay, so we've been working on this project for about a year and a half. The project is, the owner is Rahil Rashid, and he has this project he'd like to develop. It's a series of 4 buildings that are going to be for self-storage. We got a conditional use on the property about a year and a half ago. We've been going through the engineering and met with the fire department to make sure the turning radiuses and the access drives between the buildings were adequate for the type of equipment they have. So I think we've gotten all through that. The buildings are generally, let me get the samples, are generally around 8 feet in height, and I'm sure you've seen many storage buildings. The proposed color scheme is to go with, and I don't know if I submitted that or not, but it's a light color surround with darker doors. And I have some samples here.
Those, are the doors black, or is that
Yeah, they're going to
dark blue or
be,
what? It is black? Okay. Oh, okay, you got,
this is what we're thinking of.
okay.
Did you
Yeah.
get a rendering of that at all? Not the color of the doors. I didn't see the color of the doors in here.
I don't know if there's-
No, it wouldn't be in the drawings. I was just wondering if you saw it.
Yeah, no, it's,
There was not.
yes, and then, you can see those.
This is what it's going. And I can set copies of that.
Okay.
I remember this at planning last year.
There's all kinds of color schemes to go with. I was told that Twinsburg probably wants something not too bright and
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to note for the record, as the ARB is reviewing the samples, the applicant does have to appear before the Board of Zoning Appeals on August 28th.
Correct.
So if the board was to
I'm
take
not
any
sure.
action, they might want to note that in their motion.
Their statement in there, they probably checked into it.
They heard that.
Right. And I spoke to Lynn Muter today, and she's involved in the planning part of it, as you know, and she told me that we also are meeting on the 19th of this coming week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that meeting is for the final plan review, as far as that goes.
Okay, so you still have Planning Commission and Board of Zoning
Yeah,
Appeals?
so we got the 19th and the 28th.
Okay. So for the Architectural Review Board, any action taken, you may want to note that he still needs final site plan approval through the Planning Commission and BZA.
Okay,
Correct.
If you want to note that in your motion.
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, because it came up as to, what you were talking about with the environmental
Environmental.
impact, that there's not one
Required
needed,
for
but,
this project.
Pardon me?
For the environmental impact? there's
Oh,
not
yes,
one
there
required.
are wetlands on the project. We're working through that.
So it states here, environmental impact assessment is not required for this project per section 1175.05. This is review pending. And that stuck out to me like a sore thumb because I know you're going to be excavating a lot of land, existing trees that are already there, and then planting all new.
Did you say it wasn't required?
It says it's not, is not.
The clearing boundary is indicated, a wetland study and delineation has been completed. Right.
I know that entire area is zoned for industrial.
Correct. So I can tell you a little bit about what's going on with the wetlands. Because there are wetlands on the site. We hired a consulting company headed by Eric Flickinger. I don't know if you're familiar with him or not, but he does a lot of the paperwork that's needed for the wetlands. Lynn and Eric Flickinger and the Ohio Corps of Engineers are involved in that. We got the approval from we got the approval at the walkthrough. I don't know if you know what the steps are, but we have to walk the site with the Army Corps of Engineers and make sure that they agree with what we're doing and the amount of acreage that's involved in the wetlands delineation. So once you do that report, which is already submitted as part of that paper that you have, we have to pay a fee to do the mitigation at another site. That's how the wetlands works. You're creating wetlands on another site because you're taking away wetlands on this site.
Right.
So that has been
It's
approved.
regenerative.
Correct.
Right.
So that has been approved. Just got the paperwork today. We got to send the fee in, and we'll be home free after that.
Okay.
Any questions?
And Lynn's Muter's on board with all that.
Okay, so from there, it's not much we can do.
Yeah.
Planning will kind of look at some of it too.
Correct, okay.
Okay, all right.
From what I read, this is completely cold storage. There's no heating in any of the units? Okay.
Correct. It's all cold storage.
You had indicated 4 buildings, but there's only 3 on this plan.
The D is kind of hidden.
Yeah, I saw the,
It's the skinniest one, I guess.
So this is one building here, right there.
Oh,
And that's the
that's-
D
Like a
building,
little,
building,
yeah.
building.
Oh,
building.
okay.
Yeah, this is the one that's very shallow as far as
Okay,
the depth of the building.
I missed that one completely.
yeah, I did too. Is that the one that has, is there like a manager's office or anything, or?
No, it's the C building that has it on it.
Okay, which is right,
Yeah, I think they said.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that will have the plumbing, that will have plumbing for a bathroom and,
Yeah. It's going to have a bathroom, it's going to have a small office, it's going to be conditioned as well, HVAC and so forth.
Let's see, there's-
Thank you.
For the construction of the buildings, when you seek building plan approval, is this prescriptive code compliance, or do you guys have a performance method? You guys have an engineered design on these?
You're talking about site work?
Talking about the buildings themselves.
So the buildings, the company that's doing the manufacturing.
If you could do me a favor and state, just so that
Oh.
I can pick you up. so
I'm
they-
sorry.
Yeah.
So the company that's been hired to do the furnishing of the building is called Track T. They're a fairly large company.
Okay.
They have submitted, which you have, are stamped structural drawings for those
Okay.
buildings.
Okay, that's what I figured. I figured it was an engineered design.
Yeah, and it's stamped by the state of Ohio.
Is it,
the only, go ahead.
no, I just wondered, is it going to be metal roof? Is that,
Yeah.
okay? And with I guess, a gradual slope, and you'll have gutters
Right.
on one side?
Big gutters on one side sloping, I can't remember if it's the back or the front. I think it's the front, and they'll be all tied in.
The only other question I had was the same document I'm looking at with regard to the lighting, the photometrics study, in terms of how it's perceived by the human eye. Do you know, and this might be out of your wheelhouse, does that also have the study impact animals in the local area, their receptivity to the eye, or is that not taken into account in terms of backing into the environmental impact?
As far as how the lighting affects.
Yes, so it says lighting and then photometrics. Photometrics means that there's a study done to determine the impact of the human eye in terms of all the lighting around each of the 4 buildings.
Oh, the human eye, okay. Yeah, so
Passes review.
the photometrics has been submitted, and just so to give you a description of what the photometrics consists of, there are going to be sconce lights that are going to be, not sconce lights, wall packs are going to be on the buildings themselves.
The LED?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. And they will be lighting up the roadways, driveways that go between buildings.
In the parking lot as well, I would believe.
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay. Still kind of going through some of the plans, just checking stuff out. Does anybody have any other comments or questions at the moment that you can think of?
I'm all about the lights. David knows my house.
Are you Are you over in that area?
No,
Oh, just somewhere else.
Are you making him turn his lights off at nighttime?
I have these bright lights around my house, and
Oh, you have,
photosensitivity to eyes is a part of the photometrics of
Yeah.
how it impacts humans' eyes. So I just was
It's hard to
checking.
drive by Peter's house at night.
All right,
Making sure a study was done
So-
for this project.
yeah. All right, so if there's nothing else, no more questions, somebody want to make a motion, or you want me to throw it out there?
Go ahead and throw it out there.
Okay, well, I'll make a motion to approve as submitted, pending planning approval and everything.
Will this come back? Like, is there a boomerang? Will this come back to the board or no? Once we,
It
so all of the
should-
pending of the photometric study, the environmental impact study,
The-
that will just, no.
Yeah, the only way it would come back is if the
Would be for
planning
signs.
department makes some big changes or has to make something that would affect the aesthetics and the layout of the building and stuff that would come back to us again, possibly. But otherwise, once we go through it and, if we approve it, of course, if we don't approve it, it would come back at some point, but,
This board's more about the aesthetics.
Right.
yeah.
Versus the
Yeah, we're,
colors, the signage,
Signage.
that kind of thing, versus all the studies. I actually remember, this was in planning last year, right?
Pardon me?
This was in planning last year, wasn't it?
I'm fine.
I think so. Preliminary
3,
planning,
it says
yes.
right here.
I think I was at that planning commission meeting when this went through, yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so this is more about the aesthetics of it
Gotcha, okay.
versus all that other stuff.
All right. I'm clear.
okay,
So I second that.
okay. Did I make a full motion?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes.
Mr. Contra?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. So,
If I get too in the weeds, just say, hey, Peter.
yeah. All right, so case number 4, the 24-08-44 that we mentioned previously is being held off this week. They'll
but I did get it.
reschedule for another meeting.
Like literally the day that.
Let them
We should have something back, I would
finish their
think,
discussions over
no
there.
later than next week.
Okay.
All right, so then, case number 5, 24-08-45. It's at 8941 Wilcox Drive, and it's Burgers to Beer, and it's a roof over existing patio. Now, they were in, just to make a note, y'all are in a month or month and a half or something like that ago, just to get the approval for the patio, which we did approve that. Now,
Yep.
they're here just, I'm guessing just for the roof to be put over the patio. So,
Good evening. My name is Eli Mailer. I'm the architect on the project, and this is the owner.
Yes, Jiajun Zhou. Yes.
Last year, we designed the patio, and we got everything approved without a roof. We're back here now to get this approval for the applying a roof on the structure.
Okay. And can you go over real quick what materials and
Yes,
what's matching what?
the roof will be metal, black. Of course, the piers are existing and they're stone. The columns will be painted white. We're trying to sort of blend it in with the existing structure.
Okay. Did you have, just out of curiosity, do you have a rendering of
I'm
how
sorry?
it'll look? Do you have a rendering of what it'll look like? I
No,
think all we have in here is just some
No, we don't.
elevations and,
we do not.
okay.
The roof was put on. We had it checked. We had a meeting with the building commissioner on the site. I had my structural engineer reevaluate the members, the rafters. We are adding additional rafters and for structural reasons and hangers. And also there was a question on the type of screws that were put in at the Simpson at the base of the column. All this has been given to the building department.
Yeah, all right.
Just out of curiosity, I can't tell from the renderings, does the new patio roof, does it overlap the existing roof, or does it come under, or is
No,
it?
it's above, it's,
Above.
right,
Okay. So from a drainage standpoint,
correct.
it'll have drainage that runs off to the permanent structure. I'm just trying to get it in my head. But you said it's over.
Yes,
It's over.
it is.
Yeah, it looks like there's gutters and downspouts all
Downspouts.
around pretty much to
Yes.
carry all the water off, I would believe.
It's completely open to the elements below the roof line. You can think of it as a roof or a canopy.
I confused for the roof shade, so that's probably the right word to use.
Yeah, okay.
And we did spend big money for the patio. And,
Yeah.
all the customers like it very much. Unfortunately, this year have a strong wind and broke two of our expensive umbrella.
Yeah.
Almost, hurt the customers.
Yeah.
That's why we try to put more money in and make sure we have a nice patio.
Yeah.
The customers can
Okay.
enjoy it. Yes.
Yeah,
So the current roof is also black, so that's what you're
Yes.
trying to match, right? And then the building side is white and then
Right.
red on the top, so no red in this patio, right? Just the wall, the columns are white, right?
Like,
Yes.
No red. The building itself is already
Yeah,
some red.
yes.
okay.
Will there be any electrical under the roof or fans?
There are lights
or-
on the building itself below the roof line. We have, when I did the patio, we also had light conduits. We had conduits put into those piers so that for future lighting, so that'll be added to. There might be some decorative string lights like you see on some of the patios.
Is this patio closed now? Would it be closed with the fence or no? Open?
There's a garage door that opens up to the existing restaurant.
From inside? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
I'm good.
Yeah.
All right. Want to make a motion?
Yeah, yes, my first motion,
To prove it as is?
prove it as is, yeah.
I second that.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Katra?
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes.
Okay,
All right.
Thank you very much.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will, we'll follow up on that building plan approval and get that taken care of, and then, yeah. Did you submit the revised structural? I don't recall. You did? Okay, so I'll take a look at that tomorrow. Okay, thank you.
All right. Guess on to last case tonight, 24-08-46. It's at 2909 Cannon Road, and it's a Shortridge new residential home. You're not here for that?
No.
Well,
So we
We don't
were,
need to-
usually, this is Koblenz Homes, usually Chris or Phil is here. They were aware of the meeting, I'm not sure if something,
Yeah, it was supposed to be Phil, I think.
well, we can,
so it'd be up to the board if you want to review and
Yeah, that's what I was, we can
If you could look at it and see.
take a look at it, talk about it, and if we see anything out of the ordinary that we don't like, just, we'll table this till next meeting when somebody can be here. Only thing, unless it's back here, they really don't have any material legend or anything, do they? So that we know what this siding is, what the roof material
It
is.
says on page, in terms of here, on
Does it have-
the second page.
Oh, right here.
It says siding, exterior white,
Okay.
shutters none, window trim black, windows Pella black, shingles certainty black, garage doors standard black, a lot of black.
Yeah.
Porch columns black.
The rendering sure doesn't show white trim, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Or,
And the siding
or
is that
much black either.
royal ironstone.
So it's hard to, you gotta try to picture what's supposed to be white, what's supposed to be black. The
ironstone.
windows are black, the trim's black.
Is royal ironstone like a bronze?
That, I'm not sure what
Oil blue?
Royal ironstone.
royal ironstone is.
So like
I don't know
a
if there's a-
bronze and black,
Yeah.
black siding black.
I'll try to Google it and see if it comes up
Royal,
with anything. It doesn't have a manufacturer name, so.
Because on Cannon Road, none of the houses look like this.
No,
Right there before you get to Walgreens? Right before you get to Walgreens?
oh, yeah,
None of the houses look as modern and,
Color for the siding is royal ironstone. It's gonna be.
What is royal ironstone? What is that?
Yeah,
I-
that's like-
I'm
That's
just-
what we're
we're
trying
we're
to
searching
figure
this
out.
color now.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a bronze type of
Bronze,
color,
yeah.
yeah.
go with black.
Gray.
Everything else is black. I would think.
Ironstone is dark gray.
Great.
Okay, dark gray, okay.
Well, hold on.
Right.
yeah, there's royal
Gee,
ironstone siding on that.
It's
house.
tough without seeing materials and colors.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
a
it's
dark
Dark
gray.
gray, okay.
Yeah,
As well.
great.
Do you see it on
Yeah, I saw it.
there? Okay.
I Googled it, yeah. It is-
That's a house that has
It
royal
is.
ironstone on it.
It's easier to say just gray.
Right.
So this is gonna be a pretty
No.
dark
Dark,
house.
yeah, with black.
There's like,
Well, that's why they use black and gray kind of,
Yeah.
and
They didn't
white.
specify a
Those
manufacturer,
gray
so
and
that's
black.
kind of the,
Sorry, royal
this rendering here
ironstone.
definitely doesn't
I like
show.
it. I think it's contemporary.
No, I think it's a nice, I think it'll
Ooh.
look nice. It's just,
Four-car garage. Ooh,
if we're okay with it in there with the other houses, which, since I didn't get a chance to go over and look at it, I'm not sure really, I can't remember everything that's around there.
Yeah, all the other houses are dated.
Yeah.
I've been there for probably 50 more years.
Yeah.
Most of the houses. The house that that was not the word adjourned, but 44 is not far around the corner.
Okay. Is it, I'm trying to, is it gonna be on the side that the lake's on over there and like that? Not next to the lake, but the house next to that? Because aren't they clearing some property out of there? I think they,
That little lake, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah. I think this house would be if you left here and you went down and turned left on Cannon Road, you'd pass the Romeo's Pizza.
Pizza.
And then it's like
Little park.
right on the left-hand side after you pass Romeo's Pizza.
Right.
It's a big lot, so this house is gonna be set
Set back.
way back, so you're not gonna see, they're gonna try to save as many trees as they can when they put in their driveway, so it'll be way back off the road.
yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right, okay, if it's gonna be back off the road, I don't think there's any issue with neighboring houses. So do we want to, everybody
would-
good with it? I mean, without having somebody
don't know.
here to ask questions?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, if you're uncomfortable, well,
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
just-
comfortable, I just wanted to know a little more about it, that's it. But we can approve it, that's not a problem.
all right. Well, should we just table it then, or vote on it and turn it down? I don't know what the best process
up
would
to
be,
you.
and have them come back.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah. It's, it's up to you. Like, we didn't have an opportunity to speak with the applicant, they're usually here.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to
Table it.
table it to give them the opportunity to represent themselves, that might be better than denying it, and then they have to.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's table it.
That's what I think I'll do. Let's go, I'll make a motion then to table this to a future meeting when the applicant can be here to discuss the project with us and maybe bring some samples and some other stuff in, if they have it.
I second that.
Okay. So I'm going to hold those drawings to the side.
Is this going behind the other houses you said? Is that someone that's way off the road?
It's a deep lot, so it goes.
I'm just looking at the maps of the area.
Yeah, it goes back and opens up, so yeah, it probably will sit behind.
Another, because 2909 has another house right there on it.
There's like 12 acres there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you tied with the project in any way, or no?
I am tied with these fellas.
Okay, here. Okay.
This is,
Oh, okay.
I'm going to introduce, this is Rick, he's our new building inspector.
Oh, okay.
How are you?
So, once the meeting is over, we're gonna bring Rick up
Okay.
and introduce him to everybody. So, yeah, he's very knowledgeable on the city of Twinsburg and the projects in the building department.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You have kids that play soccer? I do not. You have a doppelganger. in this town.
That's
very
bad
much.
news.
It's not me, right? Just all ball guys look alike, right?
Listen, there's a lot of us ball guys.
There's a lot of us.
But you have a doppelganger that he coaches too.
Yeah.
So,
All right, well, do we need to vote on the approving the table, or just, does it just stay like it is?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Next up is the approval of the minutes from July 18th. You weren't involved in that one,
I'll abstain.
and I haven't looked at them, so I gotta read through real quick.
House right there. He's saying it's this lot here next to
yeah,
that. Okay, that makes more sense. Fill this on top, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's gonna be a beautiful house, though.
Yeah, looks nice.
Maybe one day I'll have that. Nice house.
Okay.
It's a 3-bedroom with 4 cars.
What was that?
3-bedroom with 4 cars.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead then and make a motion to approve the minutes as submitted.
I second that.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes?
Mr. Contra?
Yes.
Okay. And then the last thing we have to do is excuse our one absent member, or 2, actually. We got 2 tonight. So I'll go ahead and make a motion to excuse them.
I second the motion.
Okay?
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes?
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Contra?
Yes.
All right. So before adjournment, you want us to adjourn and then
Yeah.
meet? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
6:50, I'll adjourn the meeting or make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second that.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes.
Mr. Contra?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.